So let's put everything together. What is actually my verdict? What do I think of The Hate U Give? And I'm not going to compare it to On the Come Up or to Concrete Rose. Now, this book has gotten some criticism. And there are lots of people who have even banned this book from school lists because, you know, they feel it's against white people and it stimulates hatred against police. I don't agree with those critics. I think it would have been more interesting if we would have read more about 115, more about white characters who also support Star and support the Justice for Khalil movement. I think it's an excellent book for young adults to read, especially if you're in a white society yourself. So if you're from a white society and you have no clue of all of those things that are happening in this book, you've never experienced it, the only racism you see is on television or maybe in the news or maybe with the Black Lives Matter movement, then this is definitely a book you should read. It is an eye-opener for people who are from different worlds. Upper society, upper class people who read this book might find it an eye-opener as well. So that's why I would definitely recommend this as a book for high schoolers to read. I do think that it would be very useful to discuss this book in class because there are things in the book that provide extra information and extra background information that might be very useful to discuss, like the killing of Emmett Till, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. We also have the Black Panthers, which are very crucial things in American history. And I think that you need to understand those and you need to learn about those in order to understand all of those minor details that do play an important role in the story as well. So I think that if you're going to read this book, definitely read up on things like Emmett Till, on Dr. Martin Luther King, on Black Month, for example. What does that mean to people? Why is that important? And also read about the Black Panthers, because they were also very important in American history. Now, on a final note, we could question the relevance of this book for Western Europe. As a European myself, I don't think that what's discussed in this book happens in my country as often, as severely as it's described in this book. I think America is definitely a different country when it comes to racism and black prejudice, unfortunately. I don't think we have it in the same way, but I still think that it's useful that when you read this book, you think of it and look at the things you can do in your own society to avoid situations like this. I also hope that if you're a black person and a black teenager reading this book, you find motivation in characters like Maverick, who are stimulated and who have this drive to make their society better, and even Star, who wants to fight for justice for Khalil. Nevertheless, I think this is an excellent book to read, and I definitely recommend reading The Hate U Give, and maybe even reading On the Come Up or Concrete Rose. If you found these videos on The Hate U Give useful, please consider giving them a thumbs up. If you want to know when my videos on the Come Up come out, or maybe my videos on the Concrete Rose, make sure that you're subscribed. Let me know in the comments, what did you think of this video series? Did you agree with my points? Did you agree with my summary, with my analysis? And have I missed something very important? Let me know in the comments. For now, as always, thank you for watching. I hope that these videos have helped, and I hope to see you in one of my next videos.